Mr. Moderator, Reverend Cleave, and Milton, brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present. This afternoon, we want to talk about the ballot or the bullet. The ballot or the bullet explains itself. But before we get into it, since this is the year of the ballot or the bullet, I would like to clarify some things that refer to me personally concerning my own personal position. I'm still a Muslim. That is, my religion is still Islam. My religion is still Islam. I still credit Mr. Muhammad for what I know and what I am. He's the one who opened my eyes. At present, I'm the minister of the newly founded Muslim Mosque Incorporated, which has its offices in the Teresa Hotel right in the heart of Harlem. That's the Black Belt in New York City. And when we realize that Adam Clayton Powell is a Christian minister, he has Abyssinia Baptist Church, but at the same time he's more famous for his political struggling. And Dr. King is a Christian minister from Atlanta, Georgia, or in Atlanta, Georgia, but he's become more famous for being involved in the civil rights struggle. There's another in New York, Reverend Galamison. I don't know if you've heard of him out here. He's a Christian minister from Brooklyn, but has become famous for his fight against the segregated school system in Brooklyn. Reverend Cleave, right here, is a Christian minister here in Detroit. He's the head of the Freedom Now Party. All of these are Christian ministers. All of these are Christian ministers, but they don't come to us as Christian ministers. They come to us as fighters in some other category. I'm a Muslim minister. The same as they are Christian ministers, I'm a Muslim minister. And I don't believe in fighting today in any one front, but on all fronts. In fact, I'm a black nationalist freedom fighter. Islam is my religion, but I believe my religion is my personal business. It governs my personal life, my personal morals. And my religious philosophy is personal between me and the God in whom I believe, just as the religious philosophy of these others is between them and the God in whom they believe. And this is best this way. Were we to come out here discussing religion, we'd have too many differences from the outstart, and we could never get together. So today, though Islam is my religious philosophy, my political, economic, and social philosophy is black nationalism.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to your Inner City Wake Up Call. I'm your host, Dowd El-Amin, coming to you out of the port city of Wilmington, North Carolina, 365 days a year. You say, hey, we late this morning. Yes, we are. No, we're not really late. We're late this afternoon. Starting Thursdays, I wanted to try to get this new show in, and I didn't pre-advertise it because really didn't decide until late yesterday to do it. From now on Thursdays all the way until November the 8th, the new show is advertised as the ballot or the bullet. We will run this show all the way to November 8th, and we may run it beyond, depending how it goes, how it turns out. But the title of it is the ballot or the bullet. It's comes from Malcolm X's speech that you just heard briefly from some of it, and we'll hear more of it as the weeks go by. We're going to discuss election. We're going to select voting process. We're going to do some education on voting. everything on this show for the 15, 20, 45 minutes to an hour that we talk is going to be about the election process. We're going to sum up what the week has been like. We're going to look at the CNN, the debates, and sum up all that going into. Now, understand right now we're in the primary season. So that's one of the biggest things we want to discuss today is the primary. Because this is just the beginning of a long process, the primaries. And we have some local elections going on here, especially that we're looking at in that school board race where our good brother Kevin is out there running. And we heard this is the primary, started voting today. I heard we was out there. I heard Kevin was out there earlier, and he was there. I'm going to leave that alone. Kevin was there this morning. That's my brother. I love him. We don't always have to agree to disagree. We don't always have to disagree to agree. All we just got to do is love each other and keep moving and keep running. As long as we keep doing that, people. Long as we keep, I'm going to stress that this morning because I have to debate sometime with myself. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all why he's here in a minute. So, one up right quick. I'll explain him in a minute. But he's a friend of mine that came from Vance Williams, and I'll explain that. But long as we take care of business, as long as we handle our business, as long as we keep running forward, we're not always going to agree eye to eye on the best strategy, the best solution. Long as we can agree winning, yeah. If he want to take it to the hole, slam dunk. If I want to sit back and shoot threes. If you want to sit on the bench and pass our water, as long as you in the game and you helping us win, hey, it's all right with me. Now, polling places. If you didn't get them, Government Center, 230 Government Center Drive. Okay. Deborah Maxwell has this on her page. We're going to put it on the Facebook page. We're going to put it in the events calendar. Today, Tuesday, 8 to 8 p.m. Tomorrow, 8 to 8 p.m. Saturday, 8 to 8 p.m. Then Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m. Monday, back 8 to 8 p.m. Tuesday, 8 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, 8 to 8 p.m. Thursday, 8 to 8 p.m. Friday, 8 to 8 p.m. And then Saturday, 8 to 1 p.m. 8 to 1 that last day. Don't wait till the last minute and try to get there at 8 o'clock on Saturday. That 8 to 8 p.m. So you got 2 Saturdays running up. You got 2 Thursdays, 2 Fridays, and you got Monday, Tuesday. All this coming where you can go vote. No excuse. When you registered, you better be. You better have a registration. Folks, don't come to the last minute and tell me, well, you didn't know you were supposed to register to vote. We got to get through all that. 109 hours is the total hour count on those specific places. And then they have additional sites at the Cape Fear Community College Health and Science Building, the Northeast Regional Library, the Senior Resource Center, and the Carolina Beach Hall. Now, their hours are 12 to 8 on most days except for that Saturday. So you got 12 to 8 p.m. at those sites. And those are Cape Fear Community College Health Science Building. That's 415 North 2nd Street. So if you're in the inner city, let's take it there. There's still no cover, so let's go inner city. You can go down to Cape Fear from 12 to 8, or you can go out to College Government Center from 8 to 8, or 12 to 8 down to Cape Fear. Either way, you're closer, go to Cape Fear from 12 to 8. And if Deborah, if I got any of that wrong, let me know, because I know you're going to check me and make sure I get it right. Let's make sure I get these days. Like that, I'm going to correct it on the other Adamar and penny up for my man. Now, this bank right here, this is a jolly nigger bank, and I know y'all talking about me like a dog right now. Daoud got a jolly nigger bank. He's supposed to be pro-black, and he got a jolly nigger bank on the doggone channel. Well, Vance Williams let me borrow Mr. Jolly Nigger Bank. I thought I was going to use it for one of my black business segments, but after talking to him yesterday and knowing I don't have much loan, because Jolly Business Bank is an antique bank. So he let me loan it. He didn't give it to me. He told me I could loan Mr. Jolly Nigger Bank for a minute. So I said I'm going to use it for this show. Now, where am I going with the Jolly Nigger Bank? Well, this bank was given to, according to some of the historians, and Vance Williams knows more about detail than me. He's a very expert on the bank. But it was given to some of the prominent white men's sons upon their graduation from school and going into business. Because as long as they remember to make sure the black man ate his money, everything was going to be all right. As long as he didn't save any, no matter what position he had, Vance explained the top hat to me. He said they put a top hat on the Jolly Nigger Bank head because even if he was a well-to-do aristocrat black man, as long as he ate that money, he was good to go. The white man was good to go. Well, where am I going to the vote? You know, I was headed down some kind of highway. I just do these shows for the fun of it. The vote. You're eating your vote. Most of the time we eating it because we don't know what we're voting for. We get emotional over a vote. A lot of people paid the price for us to get the vote, to waste time not understanding what we're voting for, who we voting for. This ain't no popularity contest. It's a vote. Yeah, I'm going to get loud on you. This is not about popularity. This is about who is best for the job to move our people forward. This is about whether I like him or don't like him. You pick the best qualified candidate. Well, Daoud, you picked Kevin Spears. Well, we're gonna stay on the school board race. You picked Kevin Spears. Why? Do I agree with everything Kevin do? No. He doesn't agree with everything I do. I picked Kevin Spears because I need to see my young people out there. I picked Kevin Spears because he can put some fusion on that school board. And I picked Kevin Spears because my young black men, the ones that are my constituents, because anybody that know Noo Covers started off working on behalf of young black men. My young black men need to see Kevin Spears in the school system with Bond Hayes. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm voting for. Am I being biased? Yes. It's my vote. I can be biased with my vote. It's mine. If you treasure yours the way I treasure mine, because they treasure theirs, and I'm going to show you how. Because I'm going to explain to this very clearly today why he's here. Why you're throwing away your vote. Some of us don't even realize that even if Kevin gets on the school board, it's still a 6-to-1 ratio. One vote his, and the other ones are neighborhood school votes. There are 7 Republicans right now on the school board, and all of them have endorsed neighborhood schools. They have endorsed neighborhood schools. Well, now you are a Republican. Yes, I am. That's how I know they endorse neighborhood schools. But you haven't heard my philosophy of why am I a Republican. I'm a Republican because I don't want to continue to throw away the black vote. My philosophy is 33, 33, 34. If you never heard of that philosophy before, let me explain it to you. My philosophy in the voting political process for black people is that we should put 33% in the Democratic Party. We should take another 33% and put it in the Republican Party. Then we should take that 34% vote that we got left and put it in our own independent party. I myself, along with Frankie Roberts, have been teaching that strategy for over 20 years. That's the strategy we believe. 33, 33, 34. Have we got there yet? No. Are some catching on? Yes. But we haven't got there fully yet. 33, 33, 34. That's the strategy. If we do that strategy, then we can beat the Democrats at their own game. Because what they're doing is beating us in the primaries, and let me show you how. And I'm going to go over today for you all that's watching because I want to make these educational videos. So we're not worried about time constraints right now. On these videos, we're worried about making sure we get an accurate message to you so that we don't continue to waste our vote down the barrel of Mr. Charlie. Now, the Democrats and the Republicans in this town are basically one and the same. I'm going to say this to you again very clearly. And I know I've got some Republican members listening, and I got some Democrat members listening. And I've got some Democrats on the Democratic Party that's probably quite upset with me right now. The Democrats and the Republicans have an agenda in this city called Wilmington on fire. Their agenda. Their communities and their schools. When it comes to education. When it comes to paying for it, the tax dollars, they want everybody to participate. They want your tax dollars as well.